Alright, what's up, math class? No, I'm not taking mirror selfies. I'm about to teach you some math. Just using a mirror to do it. So, just figured I'd do something different. Not sure, I'm going to post YouTube videos from Khan Academy. But I figured I'd try to do something different. Just to hopefully get you all more engaged in the lessons. But really, I'm just taking my mirror, I have a dry erase marker, and I get to erase it with a paper towel. So, really, if you all want to do this too, if you have don't tell your parents that you can write on your mirror. Just make sure you have a dry erase marker first. And then just take a paper towel and dry it off. So, or erase it, I mean. So, right now your lessons, it's talking about area and circumference of circles. So this one's going to be about area. If y'all can hear background noise, I'm sorry, the TV's on in the living room. But we have, right now this video is going to be about area. And we've taught this in my class for a few weeks, so this should be review for you all. So area, formula for it is pi r squared. So the r stands for the radius. R stands for the radius. And when you're talking about area of circle, you're talking about the inside of the circle. So remember when we're talking about radius, if you have a circle, it's a line. It goes from the end of the circle to the center, so it looks like this. Looks like that right there. So it goes from one end of the circle to the center. That is your radius. Now if you were to go from one end all the way to the other, that's your diameter. But in area, your formula is pi r squared, so you need radius, not the diameter. So let's do some examples. So let's say that you have a radius of 6. So let's say your radius is 6. So you got radius, and it's gonna be 6. Make sure you use units. That was my fault not saying units before. So 6 centimeters. So your radius is 6 centimeters. So go to your formula. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So since your radius is 6, r stands for radius, so you're subbing 6 for r. So you have area is pi times 6 squared. So right there, trying to see where you can see it, got area equals pi times 6 squared. So 6 squared means just 6 times 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. So you have area equals 36 pi. And then it's centimeters, and when you're talking about area, remember it's centimeters squared. So you have 36 pi centimeters squared. So what you do, just sub in, since your radius is 6, sub that in for r, and you do 6 squared, which is 36, it gives you 36 pi centimeters squared. So if I ask you to leave it in terms of pi, which most of them do, your final answer is 36 pi centimeters squared. Now remember, make sure you look at your question and make sure you see if it says use 3.14 for pi. If you were to use 3.14 for pi, you would have to do 36 times 3.14, and that would be your answer. Just always make sure to look at your directions closely. Alright, so let's say, let me erase this real quick. You want to see my beautiful flowers. Also, hope you all have been doing well. I've kind of just been trying to keep busy. Been playing a lot of card games. Been walking a lot, trying to get some exercise in. That's basically about it. So I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your time off. Make sure if you all have any questions or anything, please feel free to contact me. Either use Google Classroom, Remind, or email me. So let's say we don't know the radius, but we know the diameter. So let's say your diameter is 8 inches. Your diameter of your circle is 8 inches. So remember, if you use your formula for area, it's pi r squared. You don't use diameter for area. Since you have your r here, you need the radius. So like I said in the beginning, diameter, if you have a circle, it's a line that goes from one end all the way to the other. So that would be a diameter. It goes from one end to the other. So remember, radius goes from one end to half. So let's say your diameter is 8 inches. Since the diameter goes all the way across, radius is half. So when you have your diameter, your radius is always half of that. So if you just take 8, you divide it by 2, that gives you your radius. So I'll do it right here. 8 divided by 2, that gives you 4. Means 4 is your radius. You can see that. 4 is your radius. So now that you know your radius, you sub that into your formula. So you have area equals pi times 4 squared. So you have area equals pi times 4 squared. 4 squared is just 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So you have your area is 16 pi inches squared. And that's going to be your answer. I'm going to make another video for circumference. If you have any questions, just let me know.